a little bit more fisheye, but I'm hoping that
Yeah, but we're
we'll learn
kind of in the
something.
middle, so it's
Yeah,
good.
we'll learn a little bit about the
Fisheye.
look of this. So
Oh,
I
good.
think we're live. It shows that we're live. I think we
Hi,
have audio.
everybody.
We have audio. Do we have coffee?
I got coffee.
We have coffee in the
All right.
Just Be Cool cup.
Yeah, mine is just
Just-
boring Starbucks.
Just be cool, everybody. Just be cool. It's
Just
okay.
be cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
And Lindsay's
neat.
not here.
Lindsay's not here. She's under the weather because
Because she got vaccinated, and
round 2.
yeah, round 2, and she just was feeling a little puny, so we said just rest. Stay home. She'll be better tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we don't have the tour de force that is
know.
Lindsay's energy.
We won't be nearly as funny, right?
That
Not
perfect
nearly.
laugh is not a part of this programming today. I apologize.
I could try to copy it, but it would be kind of...
You kind of produced that laugh and then you just let her have it.
Yeah,
Take
well,
ownership. Like
I can't
probably
do
her
that.
first car too. Yeah, she goes nuts.
I can't do that.
Okay, well, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the Friday Live from the RV Small Talk podcast. I see 3 people showing up. We don't know who you are or where you're watching. So if you don't mind, right here at the beginning of
Yeah, just tell
this
us
week's
who you
show-
are.
Yeah, just pop into the comments and tell us who you are, where you are, and anything else you want to tell us. That'd be cool. And then we will be able to, hey, now I see Mike. Ha-ha!
Hey, Mike.
Let me see if I can get this where I can actually read it.
Oh,
no,
No, you are hurting our feelings, all right? We
I'm
would
not-
never do that to you.
I'm not hurt. I understand it.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
I
me
get
too.
it. So anyways, thanks for joining us, Mike. I see a 4th person. So join up, jump in the comments, tell us things. Weather has been nuts, and we recorded a podcast yesterday
That was so fun
about the weather.
about weather.
And-
Okay, honestly, I have to say, Clint, when you said, we're going to talk to a weatherman, I was
Yes.
like, about what?
The weather.
Okay, but I didn't get it.
Well,
But now I get it.
Yeah, there are so many angles I could have presented this with, but the fact of the matter is, the easiest, most common of small talk in any setting, especially at a campground where you're just meeting people, is the weather.
Yes.
How do you like in this weather? Or
And so many people, I'll
Yeah.
say, well, how was your camp out? Well, it rained.
right. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. Thanks for
So-
joining us.
Hi, Barbara.
So I invited for the next episode of the podcast meteorologist Avery Tomasco. He's a local guy from the CBS station here in Austin, and I got to tell you, we
had
found
so much
him
fun.
during the winter storm episode in February, and he was so on his game, so educational, and so entertaining that I reached out and he was available, and so be on the lookout for that episode. That's
Yes.
all I can say.
This is a guy who likes making little models and filming them to make little GIFs
Graphics
and
uh-huh.
graphics to you. Him and Clint are Twinkies. Twinkies.
Okay. Mike obviously listened to this podcast because, like, he's from Kansas, and we bashed Kansas.
Yeah.
I was worried about that. We were
Yeah.
leaning pretty hard on. Sorry, Mike.
Hey,
So
we did. Hey, Kansas is cool.
we had this idea that we would maybe ask for some submissions of people's campsite setups, and we would maybe pull them up and just kind of talk about them. You know, what we think is neat about them, what we like, what we think is unique, maybe what works for us and the way we camp in that setup, not bashing or anything like that, or why,
Or maybe.
or maybe a little bit.
Come on.
Maybe this is a campsite
Come on.
roast. So,
Maybe.
if you submitted a photo,
Maybe.
brace yourself.
I want to see people's campsites.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to our Facebook page. So let me pull that up.
While you're pulling that up, can I say I have had 4 camping trips, 2 rallies, and I have never been able to set up my brand new outdoor tent room, and rarely been able to even put out my awning. I
Wind?
mean, wind, rain, no space. I mean, our campsite in Big Bend, literally, was as wide
See, that-
as the trailer.
That's one thing that gets me
So
about.
I guess I want this great outdoor space. First of all, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But second of all, I just is that normal?
No,
to
no.
have that
Here's
many
the
trips
deal.
with
You
no
went to
outside
Big
space?
Bend and stayed in a campground that had no space. You went to Big Bend,
Where there's so
Big
much
Bend,
space.
and you stayed in an RV park with mere feet of space. This is actually one thing that has bothered me about that trip. Did you
Yeah.
really Big Bend?
Oh yes, we
But
saw
you-
lots of Big Bend.
But your campsite. I mean, you.
Hey, the
could've-
campsite has. I mean, yeah, literally 50 feet away was a graveyard, a cemetery. I mean, this is an interesting campground.
How close was the next camper? On both sides. You could.
That
yeah,
far.
Your arm span is not that. Yeah, we're talking
We
a
were
5 foot
we were
arm.
5 foot away.
Yeah. That's why
On
you
both
can't.
sides.
That's why you can't set up your stuff.
Yeah,
There's no real estate.
I have an 8 foot wide trailer with 8 foot wide
The real estate
slot.
just yeah. Okay.
Oh, well.
Let me see if I can pull up the screen. I'm going to share a screen real quick, and so you will hear our voices. But that's just the way this thing works.
They don't
right?
need to look at us. We
Okay,
are
share
not
screen.
that interested.
I'm going to push a button. 1, 2, 3, go.
Woo!
Okay, so there we are. And let's pop in here. Now, this is our friend Mike Smith.
Hey, Mike,
and
I want to be there.
here's the deal. He's always in Big Bend.
But doesn't that make you want to camp in a rooftop tent?
This is...
I mean, I could camp like that only because it's so cool.
Yeah, and the thing about this is I still love this type of camping. I still love this rugged format. I know it's not really RVing. I know it. But this beckons
yeah.
to me.
I think it's outdoor living, and
Yeah.
that ought to count.
Yeah, I have a thing for that format. I wonder if I can do picture in picture.
Well,
I don't know if I can.
so rooftop tents are not hard to actually put on if you have a rack.
Right.
If you have a big rack, and lots of cars have racks.
Right. And aftermarket
So-
racks aren't that hard to get and install either.
Yeah, so if you have a rack on your vehicle, I wonder if anybody rents rooftop tents.
Ooh, I don't know that. I have no idea.
Do I just need to find a friend and borrow one?
Well, I mean, you have one in the shop right there
I know.
on display.
We could have we could have a loaner rooftop tent.
Yeah, or you can borrow your old truck from Cody, who bought it from you, who has a rooftop tent installed
yeah.
on top of it. Just borrow
On
his
my
truck.
old truck.
Yeah. And it's one of the big ones. So
That
spread
would
out.
be cool.
Cool. All right, let me see what our next photo is. So here's the screen share again. Next photo.
That's the same photo, Clint.
No, I have to click. I have to click. Okay, so beautiful
this is-
new Wolf Creek from our last rally.
But this is pretty much a basic setup. They set up a folding table and they put a tablecloth on their picnic table.
So here's one thing I kind of learned about the truck camper setups that I typically see is there is a real premium on space and whatnot. So their setups that they can pull out oftentimes aren't as extravagant, I guess. And oftentimes when they're truck campers, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're truck campers, oftentimes I see that their setup is what it is. They leave it on or they take it off and then they go tour the area around them a little bit more. So I don't usually see as many big, full-fledged glamping setups.
Well, what would you do to make this better?
Add a motorcycle.
I don't think that qualifies.
ATV? I don't know. On that, let me pull it back up. I'm sorry, everyone, for the schizophrenic button pushing, but
We're getting it.
here it happens again. Okay. I love the propane gas fire pits. And I love a shaded area. So I don't see...
Well, they have an awning on the back.
Yeah, so that could be extended. So awning out and fireplace.
fire pit.
And I'm I've probably arrived because I don't need much.
That would be enough for you? Mm-hmm. Well, and we can only see one chair.
Right.
So surely there's more than one chair.
Right. Well, shall I go to the next?
All right, on to the next.
Next one. Oh, okay. This is a tiny trailer setup, and when they have that kitchen off the back, it pretty much sets the scene. All you have to do is add your knickknacks, paddywhacks, and accoutrements.
Well, this doesn't look hard.
No. Well, it doesn't. Nothing has to be hard. It's just does it work for you? Does this work for you? What would you add? What would you take away? Now, notice to be in a teardrop trailer, they have the outdoor loo, the little tent in the back for dressing, changing, and.
Oh, I thought that was in the next site. Maybe not.
It might be. I don't know. The door is facing this way.
Oh, true. True. I don't know. I think I would put some lights on the top. I mean, a fun setup like that to cook on the back. I would want some cool lights hanging from that tent area.
Okay.
Because it would light up that back area while you're cooking at night. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. So I'm looking, and I think that this setup actually had a fire pit. I just not in the photo. But I like to put another table option like they have on the back side of that.
Well, another table option.
Well, you see where
there's a table there.
There's
with
a table
cooker,
there.
Electric cooker. They probably got plugged in on the side.
Yeah, and it's just because of the amount of space that you see. So let me go to the next one, I guess. Are you ready to move on?
Sure.
Okay, moving on.
What would you guys add?
All right, here's Polly.
Oh, Polly used to have an overdone space, and now she's got a simple one.
I need the fire pit. Wait, is that her fire pit right next to her on the?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a little red campfire right there, I bet.
Yeah. But
And I think every outdoor space needs a big rug.
Big rug. I like
She
that she
got a
kind of has
little
the kind of grassy thing going versus your standard look. But I also like an awning of some sort. An easy up's fine with me. A 10 by 10 easy up from Academy, one of the cheap ones.
I think we're figuring out what we need in an outdoor space.
Yeah, I like
a fire pit, shade.
Maybe a table for it, depending on how big the trailer is. But yeah, I really like a fire pit and shade, and chairs.
You know, I was surprised how many campsites are so upset about anything being on the grass. But sometimes something has to go on the grass to have a space to sit outside. I mean, if that's how big your rug is, what do you do?
So we've been at some where they don't like it if there's like a solid covering over the grass, like a rug. But they seem to be fine with a picnic table or movable folding chairs. Is that what you've experienced? I feel like that's the way it's kind of gone down. They just don't want something that really just blocks sun from hitting the grass.
Because they think it'll kill the grass if you put something over it for 3 days, I guess.
Maybe.
But, I mean, sure, that's the point, but I don't know. I like rugs. I guess I like rugs. I think I like rugs.
We may be on to yet another thing.
Okay.
We might need to talk about this with
All right.
whoever you talk to.
Okay, guys. So we've got rugs, a fire pit, and something over the top for shade.
Okay.
What else?
Let's find another
What are
one.
we missing?
Share screen.
What do you guys need?
Next one. Yeah, tell us
What's in your outdoor space?
Okay, so that's not a little red fire pit, but it's it's one of the ones that keeps on popping up on my list of possibilities. They have the folding camp table. Good setup. Oh, they have a dog. Why haven't we thought of a dog?
A dog is cool. Gotta have a dog.
Gotta have a dog.
Well, I think this is perfect. She's got a rug, although it's kind of a interesting one. Okay, she's got a rug underneath, you can see under the chair, and then she's got like a zebra skin piece. It's a little bohemian looking.
What is that?
Little
Do
boho
you like
style.
bohemian type stylings?
I do.
You do?
Because, I'm an old hippie from back then. I'm old enough to be that.
Yeah.
Except for not one of the cool ones, the new cool ones. I'm the old.
Well, the new cool ones, or the ones who say that they're cool and they're new, are those hipsters.
I don't know. They're much cooler than
versus
me.
hippies. Hippies versus hipsters.
But yeah,
that's like
I
a
love
horror
that
movie.
style. And it's got the fire pit. It's got 2 chairs because you got to have a friend. The folding table with some type of cooker on it. So, and I know for a fact there is some type of shade thing here. I mean, what else do you need? You've got a puppy, a bottle of wine, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. I think if you can have, just, the deal is there's a lot of comfort going on there,
Yeah.
and that's what you're going for is relaxation, maybe some adventure, but also some downtime. Let me share the screen and go back to
I could hang
another
out
one.
there.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so this one has a lot going on. It has the pen all the way around it for keeping the adults inside and maybe one puppy. A little pop-up, table space, little camp kitchen, and fake grass. Or would you put fake grass in the same category as rug? Does that still fit the same category usually
Yes.
for you? So
I mean, it doesn't inspire me, but yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It is something on the ground when you walk around. And that's partly because I don't always have shoes when I'm camping. And you can't be on the grass.
Yeah.
Lanterns.
Barbara says
So
lanterns.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, lights. I really like the lights. So do we have any lights here at all? Any I like
pull it up.
top lights.
I don't really see anything. So
Yeah, why does nobody have those top
if you're
lights?
gonna do lights, do you like just basic lighting, like a basic
No, lighting has
battery?
to be.
You want character.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want character and feel. So
Absolutely.
does a lantern do it, or do you want the party lights, or do you want the kind of Edison lights?
All the above, depending on what I'm feeling.
Should they
like.
match? Or
Doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter. So throw it up there. It could be
Okay. I love those lantern style ones. We have them in our backyard.
okay.
And they make them now where they're Bluetooth and the lantern. They look like there's a flame in them, kind of thing. And they're solar. Those are super cool, but they're like $30 a piece, and you need like 3 of them to light up the outside.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not enough light. So then I love character lights hanging from the top. I'm a big fan of the big bulb ones or something like that. Just
Okay.
something to give it a.
Some ambience.
This is the place to
ambiance.
hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even those ones that they put out on patios that are popular
Sure.
now that you hang from the trees that are pretty bright.
In a pinch, would you
Just
be fine with just
run 'em
Christmas
off.
lights?
I love Christmas lights. At my old house, we had Christmas lights on our patio for about 15 years.
Okay. How was it when one burnt out?
365 days. Yeah, we unplugged it and put a new one up.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we replaced them with it because we loved having and they were just the ones that had the, whatever they call them with the things hanging. Icicle lights.
Icicle lights.
Christmas
I
lights.
think those are great at a campsite.
think those are
They make a neat
great.
little look. Now, Laurie Bose is super practical here. So she says non-slip steps into
Yes.
and out of the trailer, not just for you, but also for your pets. You may have heard the story in one of our recent, I don't know, podcast or live, where Lindsay's dog caught one of his claws in one of those little weep holes in the step.
Those
and,
little holes in the steps.
it did a number
oh,
on
it
him.
was ugly.
Yeah, poor thing.
It was ugly.
So yeah, very practical. So by all means, tell us practical things because we're talking about ambiance and lighting.
Yeah, but steps
Practical
are good
makes sense.
too. And this one that we're looking at now,
Let me pull it
that
back
we
up.
were looking at,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it has a great table and outdoor kitchen. I'm just not as big on that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but it's practical.
Okay.
Very practical, especially if you have a small trailer like that. That is an A-scape with a 2-burner stove. It's a great little trailer, but it'd be nice to cook outside.
Sure.
Be really nice.
Okay, let's pull up the
A
next.
mosquito light. Wait.
Mosquito
What
light?
did Barbara say? A mosquito light?
And pull up the comments again.
String lights, lanterns on poles. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
All types of lighting, because that really makes it a party.
And her
I mean, it
awning
makes
already
it
has
fun.
LED lights, so yeah.
My awning has LED lights too. They just don't make it a party. I mean, I thought that was the coolest thing when it came out a few
Mm-hmm.
years ago and everybody started doing it. But now I'm learning that it doesn't have enough character for me.
Does it just
It's
feel
very
like part of the
utilitarian.
structure? It's not part of the space.
Yes, it works. It's very
Yeah.
utilitarian. It works. But if I'm going to stay for longer than a couple of days, I want something fun.
Yeah.
I want something
Okay.
fun out there.
Yeah. Fair
Fun
enough.
lights.
Okay, so let me jump over to sharing the screen again.
Here we go.
Let's see what our next photo
Man,
is.
that is super practical if you're traveling with
right.
puppies.
Right.
Now, see, this,
That's got some
it
personality.
may or may not be your style, but it is definitely style. This is less about being practical, more about
Fun.
just having some
It's just
fun.
fun, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I think this has fun. So see those blue lights along the top?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have Keter rails. I am all for running some fun lights in your Keter rails. And we have run little LED strips in those too.
Sure,
Remember?
it shows and all that.
That
Hey, look,
shows?
she has hanging plants coming off of below the windows. I wonder if
Uh-huh.
those
Are
are
those
suction cup things.
suction cup things?
Kind of looks like, yeah.
What
and,
are those?
And I like those folding camp tables. We sell some of those. Those are
Mm-hmm.
pretty handy as well. So, yeah.
The outdoor space. And see, she got the fun rug and the lighting
Mm-hmm.
and the chairs. That's I guess, the basics for me.
Missing an
Missing
awning for
the
me.
awning in the shade, but
For me.
But there's probably a fire pit right there,
Yeah.
and so at night you get the stars. Mm-hmm. You get the Texas
They're big
American
and bright.
theme. Yeah, and a red and white trailer.
Sorry. I wonder if we have another one. Screen share. Okay, this is one of those kind of overlanding awnings off the side. It's a very rugged utilitarian space. I'm pretty good with it. Look, and the fender on that trailer makes for a little horizontal space to put your cup down.
Fender
wanna-
on that. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you get another shelf.
Yeah.
Perfect. They have wings.
Yes.
They have wing walls.
wing walls.
Yeah.
So I would, what would I add to that space? I think the outdoor lighting on our list that we keep on going back and forth is. Let me see if there's
Yeah.
new comments. Hold on, I'm gonna pop that up. Okay. Awning LED. Yep. Blue lights.
Oh, your LED lights are blue?
Yeah, I go back and forth. I go in seasons on light colors.
What?
Sometimes I like a more blue light, just because I need to change. Like my lighting, whether it be in my house or outside or what have you, sometimes I'm like, I like a blue light, but other times I really want a warm amber.
What about all
Color.
those people that hate the blue lights in the camper and they say it keeps you from sleeping?
I am no scientist, and I don't do sleep studies and whatnot.
Good. It would take up a lot of your time.
It totally would. I think there's maybe some science behind it. That's why they're blue blocker sunglasses and blue whatever. I'm just talking from a feeling standpoint.
I love the calmness of blue light.
I like the calmness of orange light. I think it's the weird in between light
Maybe
that drives
orange
me nuts.
fire type light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the orange kind of sunset kind of light or
And I
sunrise
like the
kind of light.
I like the fun of like white Christmas lights.
Okay. All right.
So lights are my thing.
Rick
I am
says
all up for
propane
lights.
fire pits are the best. I am learning.
Isn't it amazing that those have become so popular and it's awesome?
They're easy. They're just
It's
so easy
awesome.
and clean, and they do what you want a fire to do.
Yes.
Well, okay. One thing that they don't do quite so well is that crackling. I like a wood fire for the crackling sound some, but that's maybe the only missing part for me.
Yeah. They don't stink up your clothes with all the smoke.
True.
Okay.
And the smoke doesn't chase
But
you around.
some people really like the smell of the smoke.
Yeah.
They probably don't brown marshmallows quite the same.
No, but they will make a torch like I typically do just as fast. So not a problem there. A s'more still takes place. All right, let's see if I have another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have another one?
I think I do. All right, next one. Bam. There we go.
Well, let's see.
Everything's
awning,
going on.
check.
Uh-huh.
Rug, check. What a fun rug. Okay. Wait, is this what I think it is? Is this Take a Bath, You Dirty Hippie?
Yeah, this is Misty Gleason's.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks so...
But things moved around a little
Calm
bit. Yeah, because
and
they
ordinary.
they brought stuff in and set it up and took stuff out. So stuff moved around throughout the rally.
So this was a really fun outdoor space, and they have a fire pit that
Uh-huh.
they were running at
Uh-huh.
night, right? And a whole bunch more chairs. But they had all kinds of signs and little things stuck in the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a place where you wanted to walk in and say hello.
Well, and here's the deal: the party wasn't just outside. And like I said, that setup on the outside kept on reinventing itself.
That's
and
right.
whatnot.
Kept
But
moving things around.
but the real effort of making everything work together was inside. She had
Okay.
an amazing setup inside. I wish that we had a
Well,
photo.
show it again. What are
Okay.
these things on the bottom? What are those? And there's one over here. Are those just little fun
yeah, they're just
plastic animals?
trinkets. She might be using them as rug weights,
Ah.
but I don't know. I forget because when we passed by, notice how she has that little floating little pitcher that actually sprinkles looks like it's sprinkling water out, and the plant that she brought. Wow, what a setup! So she had her whirligigs all out there when we passed by. All
Yes,
the wind
little
blown.
whirligigs all around. Oh, I'm sorry we don't have a picture of that. Well, this was a very fun place to be in the daytime because
Good
there were
hangout.
so many just interesting things that really don't show here. And it was a great place to be at night because things lit up, things moved,
Yep.
there was a fire pit. Yeah, Misty had a great space.
Well, let's see what's next.
What are we missing? What would make a space
Next.
just
Whoa.
Whoa! I was going to say, what would make it over the top? I think we found it.
Whoa.
This is like an outdoor garden room.
Yeah, and it's one of those tents that fits
Wow.
that fits the shape perfectly of a Tab 320.
Wow. And hats off to the photographer.
To
So she
capture
has
it.
she's like inviting people. Come on in. This is a place to hang out.
Yeah.
Look at the table with all the stuff.
It's like it's like adding on a sunroom to the back of your house. What a difference it makes.
It's like having a
And-
parlor.
Yeah, yeah.
Come hang out in my tent room.
Super chill.
And look, there's cookies and lemons and a coffee pot. And look, she has to-go cups and 2 bananas. Oh my goodness. Well, she does. Really? And little signs. You know? Yeah, well, that's what's there. The rug covers the whole thing. This is like coming into
I
someone's
got you.
little
I got you.
cabana.
Look over here.
Come on, come on, come on.
Her coffee station
Oh,
for you.
that's why I like this.
She has a coffee station
She
for
has
you.
a coffee station. Oh, was this the tent that had the coffee station on one side and the wine on the other? Look,
Yeah.
wine glasses over here.
I'm just gonna pull zoom.
So this is like adventure for everyone who wants warm and cozy. Now, it's got everything except not a good space for a fire pit.
Yeah, I think in this setup, I would say you still got to put the fire pit outside.
Yeah.
You start a fire with this one. Let me see if there's another one.
But you could come inside
Ooh, this one.
for wine and go outside to the fire pit.
You ready?
Aww. I love this.
It's a vintage trailer. I think that the
I
black and white check
love
works perfectly
this.
with vintage things. The black and white check inside or outside a camper can be overwhelming to me unless the rest of the scene seems to make sense.
Well, this is
To me.
totally glampy. And I am sure there is some type of lighting underneath that awning. But the striped awning, checkered floor mat, I mean,
The
this
little
is
white picket fence.
this is
Flowers.
180 degrees from Mike's rooftop tent where we started.
It's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But how cool. I mean, this is just like walking into 1950s.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me pull up the next and see what we got.
Wow.
Do I have
I
another
want
one?
to go there.
Well, this is just chill people.
Well, I think that counts.
We should bring chill people. All right. So
Okay, wait.
I don't know.
Okay. Go back one to our chill people. First of all, he has a little camp setup right here.
Right.
And he's under a tree. So what's important to him is a nice cold beer He's got that. He's got an ice maker right there, a few other cool things, a little table between the chairs. I mean, this is a pretty great outdoor setup.
Yeah.
And on his hat is pins from every place that he's been, wants to go, all kinds of cool mementos. And when I walked by, they said, "Hey, you want a beer?" And then he
Was that
said,
enough?
"What kind?" Because he has an assortment. I mean, this is this is my beer drinking, chilling spot.
Okay.
Works perfect for that. I
Okay.
think this is an A1 spot for that.
All right. Very good. Very good.
He brings variety.
Variety. Next, so they
Hey,
don't pull out too very much stuff generally, right?
No.
They travel very compact, so their outdoor space doesn't match their adventures, which is
nope,
fine.
nope. They want easy peasy, nothing outside. Dennis and Mary Jean.
I believe so.
I know it's two names, Mary Jean. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I think I'm right.
Well, that's why she
But-
should shorten it like you did, PJ.
Yeah, that's right. That's because it's easy to remember. You would think. You would think. Can we go back? They did something very cool, though, to their outside space. They knew that their campers might change. They didn't know what was going to happen. They have a piece of plastic there, and they put their map on it. And so when they stop, they hang it out, and they hang it from the ladder rack.
Right.
So that is, they didn't want anything to peel up or be weathered. So
Right.
look where they have been.
Their travels always go with them.
Yes. And that is a 13-year-old camper. 13? Some 23-year-old
23. I was gonna say that it's older than that.
23-year-old camper, that's right.
And that just says
It is
a
immaculate on the
well-traveled,
inside.
well-loved camper just needs to be loved and maintained. It's not just well-traveled, well-loved. It needs to be maintained. If you maintain
So-
it, the thing can go the distance.
They have probably 2 chairs on the outside, and that's all they need.
Right. Right.
All right, everybody does it different.
All right. Next.
A flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Absolutely.
seen more flags lately. Why is that?
Because flags are fun.
Flags are fun.
Flags are cool.
This is Marine Corps flag. I worked really hard. I actually took this picture.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that. But I worked really hard to be able to get his identifiable flag because he was really proud of it. So, and again, didn't have much outside.
Yeah.
He had a little cook space over here behind him, and that was it.
Okay.
Oh.
This is just family.
This
yes,
is just
a
fun.
nice space is bring your family. Oh, and let's talk about what all they brought.
Okay, and they had a great outdoor space too.
This is a truck camper. So it's not the biggest space.
Right.
4 humans, 2 puppies, and 1 rabbit.
Yes. Can you see the rabbit at the very top?
Let's see here.
There's Bun Bun.
Yeah.
And one of those puppies is named Ricky Bobby.
Ricky, Bobby, and
Perry?
Yeah. Perry for Periwinkle.
Well, that is the O'Shaughnessy's, and they are quite a fun group.
Yeah. Traveling
Tons of fun.
Bonanza.
Yes. Self-described circus on wheels.
Yes. All right. So let's see. Okay. Look at this.
This is their outside space.
That's the same. Yeah, that's the O'Shaughnessy's. They have the gate for the pups. They got a little tent to, I guess, have their kids go hide out in.
I don't know.
Agree.
Maybe the gates for the kids
Might be.
and the tents for the puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. You don't know. And they have an outside grill, so they run pretty simple, but they have the stuff for
Well,
all of the creatures.
You captured this photo during the daytime when they might have been even milling about a little bit because they did a few trips into town to go see some museums, some stores, and even do a horseback ride.
And they put their awning out, and they have a.
As I say,
a
their
fire pit,
setup at
too.
night is a little bit more built out.
Okay, so what would make an over-the-top setup on the outside? We've seen all the way from basic being, 2 chairs, all the way up to glamping it.
Yeah.
What and a wine bar and a coffee bar.
Yeah.
What would make it over the top?
If you put some of your setup on top of the roof. If you have a walk-on roof and you put your hangout area up there, like they do at NASCAR events,
Glamping on the roof.
well, I don't think you even call it glamping if it's a NASCAR, because that's just what they do. They just sit up their lawn chairs on top and watch the race go by.
It's true. Okay. All
But
right.
yeah, maybe if you did a glamping setup
What
on
could
top,
possibly be over the top?
bring a full-on tiki bar. You know, you get the you bring out your little thing.
How do
put
you
your
bring
little-
a full-on tiki bar?
I'm sure you could rig something that's portable. You pack it down, pack it up.
If you go to NASCAR and you look at their tailgating type
Mm-hmm.
setups, how crazy are they?
I don't know. I haven't done a NASCAR event yet. I don't know.
Okay,
I've
maybe.
seen photos, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, margarita machine?
Does anybody travel with a margarita machine?
I think this would do it. If you
Okay.
brought yourself an adult adult human size blow up pool,
Ooh,
that would do it, right?
that would do it.
Yeah.
What do you think the park would say?
No.
What would
do
they
it.
think if you filled it up with water, especially in Texas in the summer when there's
Oh
no
gosh, yeah,
water?
yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, let me share screen and go to the next one. I didn't realize.
But
that we
wait,
had
there's
this.
more.
Is there more? Back to one of the photos from Mike Smith.
Doesn't that make you want to just
It's
be there?
Just nuts how cool his setup, because he has this this is the back of an old utility service truck. And then he used all the compartments for his stuff, put a rooftop tent on it. He has an awning, he has lights, he always has some easy sitting and a way to get fire, and it's just the places he goes and sets this thing up are too fun.
So this is not a campground, and that's part of what makes this so cool.
That's
So he has lights and an
cameras,
awning.
action.
He doesn't have a rug, but who needs it? I mean, I guess he's got a chair and a big fire going.
Why does
So
this
is
always
that-
speak to me?
This is because this is where we all would love to be.
Yeah, yeah.
In the outdoor quiet of no man's land.
Yeah.
I
don't
wonder
know if
where
have
this
much
is.
else.
I wonder where this
there's
is.
there's a close up of his setup during the daytime.
Oh, flags! I love
Yeah,
flags.
yeah.
Did you see one of those great glamping ones? The '50s one had the flags on the guy wires for the awning, for their shade,
I don't think.
and they
I
had little
recall this.
flags coming on them.
Okay.
Because you have to put something on those.
It's too easy to
a
run
lot
into
of
'em.
times. So I thought the flags was a great idea. It's so fun.
Yeah. So
So fun. Stickers, happy camper.
this is. I think one thing that works for me on his rig is that it just looks. It's just such a neat concept with the old matching the still edit. You know, because it's an old rear end of a truck, old looking equipment. It's got vintage all over it as well. Stickers, everything.
But he's got a countertop, and that's
Yeah.
one thing. Every space that we've seen has a table
Yep.
or an outside counter
Yep.
shelf or something outside to camp with.
Yeah,
So,
I think if you're gonna do any kind of cooking or whatever outside, and the one feature I love about this is he has real jacks on all four corners of his overland rig. I think if you're talking an overland trailer, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. Real jacks, not something
not
just
scissor
for studying.
jacks, hydraulic jacks.
something that can hold the weight of the camper.
Steady it because you're going to be crawling on top.
Yeah, yeah. All right, next. Oh,
More on
I
top
think that was.
pictures.
I think that's the first photo.
Yeah,
I think we're back around.
we made our round.
And
know.
I dare
Cool
say
stuff.
Paul popped a few in the comments section. So this is.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's just a setting. I don't even know who's that. Oh, from Chad.
Oh
Let's pull that up.
man.
So you can't
That looks
see
like a
his
truck
campsite
camper.
setup, but who needs a campsite setup when this is your outside your door?
Yeah.
Bam! Wow.
I wonder where that is.
I don't know.
Chad, let us know.
Here's one from Karen, and this is when she had her truck camper. So she was always moving around a lot. So she didn't necessarily have much of an outdoor space, I don't think. Because her job made her move around a whole lot. So, anyways, I think that's
Cool.
all the stuff we
Very
had.
cool.
Portal hot tub. Bam! Gotta have that portal.
Okay,
gotta
totally
happen.
over top.
Gotta happen. Love it. Separate cooking tent with stove, griddle, smoker, pizza oven.
Ooh, no, would that
Charcoal
be fun? Or I could do an outdoor cooking tent.
I like kind of craft pizza places,
Yes.
and they oftentimes have outdoor seating. And I gotta say, there's something cool about a craft pizza outside.
Being cooked outside, you mean?
Or,
Like in an outdoor
or
oven?
just right there, and you're just enjoying it outside. There's something I don't know. I can't put it into words. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to follow.
Words is difficult.
Pizzas when you're camping, I think, is so nice. I love pizzas anyway. They make those cool cooking tops that you can put ovens on top of.
Yeah.
Buy all these cooking
Well,
accessories.
the Blackstones have a gadget you can set on top
Yeah.
of them. The
But so does
Camp
the Big
Chef,
Griddle.
yeah.
The Camp Chef does. You know, we've talked about doing like a review of all that stuff when we got ready to do it and didn't. So
Well-
we need to ramp that up again because outdoor cooking spaces can be cool. I
Missed
think.
opportunities.
I just don't like. I don't know. You ought to be doing something fun when you're camping if you're cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a chef. Oh,
I'm
can
an
you
eater.
tell?
I'm an eater. Hey, I think that we've taken up a lot of their time.
I know, but it's
So-
cool to. I mean, just in looking at the pictures, I figured out what I liked.
Cool.
I didn't realize that, but now I know.
Now you know. It's a way to drill
Now
down.
I know.
Hopefully we got some ideas.
Yes.
Share some ideas. Okay, everybody, that's going to be a wrap for this week's Friday noon live. Don't forget to check out what's going on in the RV Small Talk community page. I actually have just the page up. Our most recent episodes are out on rvsmalltalk.com.
But is the RV Weatherman going to be out on Sunday night?
That is my plan.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Super cool. I hope so because that was fun. We laughed a lot.
So, yeah.
We laughed a lot.
So look for that. Our interview with Avery Tomasco from CBS Austin, the meteorologist from CBS Austin. And thanks again, once again, as always, for joining us here on Friday.
You guys go out and have some fun this week and come back and see us next Friday and tell us about it.
Yeah.
Find a good. It's camping time, y'all.
Cool.
See you Friday.